Now, we're talking about the fabulous events that God reveals to us in the book of Revelation. And you had said something very important before that we need to get into this program, and that is that Revelation goes back and forth between what's happening in heaven and then what happens on earth. What happens in heaven, what happens on earth. Talk about that.
Well, yeah, the book of Revelation has this alternating pattern between scenes in heaven, scenes on earth, and you see this really beautifully illustrated in chapters 4 and 5, and then when you go to chapter 6, because chapters 4 and 5, we have this beautiful scene around the throne of God in heaven. God's on His throne, and it ends with this beautiful crescendo of worship. And then when we come to chapter 6, we're down to the earth now, and we go from worship to warfare. But the thing with this alternating pattern between heaven and earth in the book is it shows constantly, it keeps taking us back to heaven to show us that God is on the throne. So it's showing us that what's happening here on earth is always being controlled by the throne of God in heaven, which is a great comfort to us in these times in which we live, these uncertain days. Even today, when we see things on earth we don't understand, we can know that those events are being controlled by God who's seated on His throne in heaven.